Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Brazil, welcome back to Monster Sport Recife. It's Wednesday, it's the start of the week here in Brazil. We have a double header for you today and we're going to show two full games. It is Fortaleza and Fluminense. This is the squad to play in the opening game at home against Fortaleza. Squad is as follows: is Saulo in goal, Hernandez, Wellington Tim, Rafael Tahir and Ezekiel, Watson in front of them, MT and Recife in the centre of midfield, Vanegas on the left, Thiago Lopez on the right, Rodrigo up front. Let's get into it. Opening game of two full-length games today. Let's go. And we are underway here. Home game against Fortaleza. Then we go into the game against Fluminense. As a throw in there to Elias. He receives it back and he'll look forward, looks out towards this near side, and Juninho Cavaxia keeps it in. Felipe now, all the way back to Wagner Leonardo. A little 1-2 TT back to the goalkeeper and out to Bonvenuto in the right central position. Headed by Hernandez. MT into Vanegas. Back to Hernandez now. Ball into Vanegas, who's in behind. Squares across Rodrigo. And I believe that was tipped over by the goalkeeper. Great save there. Great chance to open the game here as Hernandez puts the corner kick in. Headed away. Watson can pick it back up. Out to Hernandez. He's onside. Pulls it back to Rafael Tahir. I think the chance has gone here. Maybe MT can make something. Vanegas back to goal. Back to MT. Watson, and he has to go sideways to Recife. Ball into Thiago Lopez. Back to Ezekiel. I think the chance is definitely going to try and get across in now as Fortaleza push us further and further back. And it remains 0-0. Good chance there from Rodrigo, and then a chance from the corner to be able to get the ball in. We didn't do that. And it remains 0-0 here. I didn't go through the previous results. I'll go through them after this game. As things stand, we sit ninth, but we've played 3 more games than the likes of Corinthians, Santos, Ceará that are around us. So there's a chance that we'll drop down the table as that ball goes in field to Pedro Neresi. Thiago Lopez now on the outside, gets towards the byline, crosses it back. Neresi hits the post and cleared away. Great chance there. There's 2 chances, 2 low balls into the box that we haven't capitalised on, and we've restricted to Fortaleza to absolutely nothing. But we haven't managed to take the lead ourselves. As it goes into half time, it's going to be 0-0. I mean, what do you say at this point? Because we've been absolutely on top. Scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of the game. Motivated 2 of them. Hasn't done as well as I thought it may do. We're going to drop some encouragement on them in the first few minutes of this first half. It's a weird one because when you're playing well, I don't want to change up too much, because I feel like the goal's coming. Hernandez with the ball in. Rafael Tahir hits the outside of the post and it remains 0-0. And the highlights are flowing. It's just whether we can get that goal now as Rodrigo nods it down into the path of Neresi. Ball to Thiago Lopez. To the byline. There's no one to cross it to. Pulls it back. Neresi cleared away. Watson can hit down to MT though. He goes to Vanegas, who lets it run across him. Goes back in field to MT. Hernandez now. Gets that crossing. Thiago Lopez takes it down. Thiago Lopez scores. It's 1-0. Monster Sport Recife take the lead. And it's been coming all game. We have been on top. And that ball there from Hernandez was crucial to the goal. MT gives him the ball. He has time to set himself. And he just picks out the run of Thiago Lopez. Good first touch. Maybe slightly too heavy, but it forces the keeper into a decision. And he just puts it under him. It's 1-0. And we're going to make the first batch of substitutions now as well. Vanegas, who's got a yellow card, is going to come off for Everton. Felipe Harrison is going to come on for MT, who hasn't had a good game at all. And I think that's all we're going to do for the moment. Just a double change. There's 22 minutes to go. Ball over the top looking for Rodrigo. TT clears it away to Tinga. Elias now. Forward to Romero. First touch out to the right hand side and Tinga. He goes back to Elias. The ball out to the byline. And Tinga and Elias playing it amongst themselves before the ball goes in field to Crispin, who gets away from his man. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. And Lucas Crispin gets his 2nd of the season. Allowed to run from deep in the midfield. And that is a nice finish. The keeper didn't really make a good attempt to save it. Elias just chipped that ball into Crispin. He took it down. He was beyond the midfielder and just had space to run into. Worked it well. Great finish. 1-1. And that is their first shot on target that has resulted in a goal. We've been on top here. It's a silly, silly goal to concede. I mean, Rodrigo's having a poor game up front. We take him off. We're going to bring Paraguay's on for him. And then we're also going to take off Thiago Lopez. playing a 7.6, even though he's got the goals, and not a great performance there from him. And then Pedro Neresi is going to come off for Ronaldo and Henrique to make our 5 subs. They've all been in the forward areas. Can we find a winner? It doesn't look like we're going to be able to. It's going to be another draw here. Oh, there's 2 minutes, well, 3 minutes left. Everton, Felipe now. Back to Watson. Felipe, ball in. Denner gets up. It's headed away from him. Ezekiel can pick it up in the right fullback position. Back to Tahir. Into Ezekiel. Enrique. Watson. Nice little triangles of passing. Not rushing it yet. Ball into Paraguay. Good touch. Back to goal. Back to Ezekiel. Ball over the top. Everton Felipe takes it down. Hits the shot. Saved by the goalkeeper. He's made a couple of good saves today. Harrison now. Into Hernandez. Back into Felipe. Ronaldo Enrique blazes it over. 2 good chances there. Bit more composure from Ronaldo Enrique and he might score, but it has finished here 1-1. 1 shot on target for Fortaleza, 1 goal straight after we took the lead as well. Disappointing, some disappointing performances, especially from MT and Rodrigo. 6.5 and 6.6. Back 4 had a decent game. Salah had a 6.6. I think he was probably at fault for the goal, and it feels like 2 points dropped here. The last episode was the 1-0 victory over Bragantino, 4-0 victory over America, and the 3-0 defeat to Corinthians. Since then, we drew with Santos and then beat them 4-1 in the second leg of the Brazilian Cup. That takes us into the 3rd round now in a game against Red Bull Bragantino once again. We lost to Palmeiras 2-0, beat Cuiabá 3-0, and then beat Chapecoense 2-0. So we're on a unbeaten run of 4 games in all competitions, 3 in the league, and we take that into the game against Fluminense, where hopefully we can pick up a win and keep this little bit of a run going. I mean, a win would take us to 21 points and move us around that sort of top 7 or 8. Obviously, with the teams below us having 3 games in hand, 2 games down there for Fortaleza, is a little bit more risky not getting the points on the board now, because if they can win their games in hand, we're going to drop quite a way down the table. Right then, Fluminense away. Few changes. Saulo is in goal after a performance which I wasn't overly keen on, but Malson has an injury, so Saulo will keep his place. Wellington Tim moves out to left back. Sabino comes in to partner Rafael Tahir. Uathon comes in on the right hand side. Hamilton plays in front of them. Bruno Mateus and Harrison are the midfield duo. MT moves into his left wing position. Thiago Lopez keeps his place on the right, and Caballero starts up front after Rodrigo's poor game. And let's hopefully get back to winning ways here away at Fluminense. We are underway here in the stadium where there is literally no fans, as Harrison will take this free kick. He's hit the inside of the post and it stays out. Mateus back into MT. Can he get the shot away? It's tipped away and cleared by the defender. Out for a throw-in. 2 good chances there to take the lead. The free kick, which was from a way out, beat the goalkeeper, hit the inside of the post, and then that chance after it from, I think it was MT, got the shot. Made 0-0. Hopefully this isn't another game where we have plenty of chances but don't hit the score sheet. Ball in. Rafael Tahir headed, and it's headed in. And I think he hit the bar on the first header. Came back and he's just nodded it in the rebound. Past Marcus Felipe. It's 1-0 here. Thiago Lopez, corner kicking. Tahir gets up. Oh, it's a great save from Marcus Felipe, but he can do nothing because he just palms it back onto the head of Rafael Tahir. And it's 1-0 here. And that is a great start. We've started well. We've started just as well as we did in the last game. Early lead this time. Can we double it? We don't want to let them back into the game, especially so soon after scoring. Hamilton wins that header there. Nathan goes back to Claro. Infield to Duarte. Duarte now to Manuel. Manuel goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. He looks long, and Sabino should be able to deal with this comfortably. He does. Harrison back to Hamilton. Mateus out to the left hand side on Wellington Tim. He comes infield now. Ball through. Harrison with a great run. 1-on-1, and Harrison scores. It's his 6th goal of the season. The 17-year-old who I probably rely on far too much in this save has come to our aid once again. Look at this run. Look at him go between the defenders. Great first touch, set himself. And that finish, the composure for a 17-year-old, out of this world. Fluminense 0. Monster Sport Recife 2. And we're probably going to end this episode with 4 points. We've been on top. We just don't want to let Fluminense back in before half time. But we have a corner kick. Thiago Lopez into Sabino. Heads in. 3-0. And I think we may have killed this game off here in the first half. It's a poor crowd that we're playing in front of, but it's 3-0. Thiago Lopez with his second, well, it's his first assist. Should really get some credit for the first one, but he won't. But that corner, straight onto there to Sabino, glances it into the far corner. 3-0 at half time. What do you say about that? Doing brilliantly. Keep going. Everyone is inspired and motivated. And it's looking good. And we'll start to make some changes based on fitness. Caballero is struggling. So Rodrigo is going to get 40 minutes to redeem himself after last game. As Claro goes forward to Caligari. Nathan now into Felipe Melo. Andre over halfway to Willian, into Cano, back to goal, looks at ball on the right hand side in Caligari. Caligari towards the byline, crosses it in. Willian with the header, beats Saulo 3-1, and that's the second mistake Saulo has made in this episode. He is probably going to lose his team place in the next game if Malson is fully fit. No one picked up the runner on the right wing. Gets towards the byline, pulls it back. Willian gets up, considering he's going up there against Rafael Tahir, who looks about a foot bigger than him. Disappointing that Rafael Tahir can't win that header, but we've led them back into the game after boasting that third goal was the kicker. Harrison with the ball in. Tahir, using his height, gets up, heads over the bar though, and we're going to make a double change now. We are going to take off Rafael Tahir, who's struggling with his fitness. Chico is going to play, and we are also going to take off, just having a look as well, MT is having a poor game, and we're going to give Denner a game at left wing, and we're also looking at Guimaraes to bring him on, coming back from injury. Maybe try and give him 10 or 15 minutes. That will be the game plan. Maybe now, as we go to 71 minutes, Guimaraes is going to come on for, he's an attacking midfielder. I think we decided we're going to give the youngster Harrison the rest of the game off. He has been fantastic for us. And then Everton Felipe for Thiago Lopez to make our 5 subs. As attacking midfielder, I believe when I saw him coming back, we're training him as a central midfielder. I will check after this game as the time is ticking away now. There's 5 minutes left, plus any stoppage time. As the goal kick goes long, Andre goes up into Caligari, into Kennedy. Good save by Saulo, stood big. And John Kennedy, one-on-one. And Saulo, like I say, stands big, puts it around the post for a corner kick. And that header is headed away from by Wellington Tim, as we go now into stoppage time. 4 minutes of it, 2 minutes left to play now. We've let Fluminense back into it a little bit, but it's a 3-1 victory. Good performance turned in. The substitutes not doing a great job. Felipe, Denner, Rodrigo. Bruno Mateus averaging a 7. Guimaraes also averaging a 6.7. He didn't play well after coming on. Harrison, the youngster, 7.5. Another good performance. Hamilton as well as 7. Great performances for the boys. We'll have a quick look at the league table, and then we'll show you when we're coming back for the next episode. So league table looks like this. We are 9th in the table. Teams have been catching up with us. Internacional have got 21 points from 14. Santos have played 12 now. Fortaleza have played 12. Fluminense have now played 1 more. Bragantino down there in 15th have played 12 as well. So there's a bunch of teams below us with 2 games in hand. As for when we will be back, we will probably come back for... Now, we showed the Santos game earlier on in the season, didn't we, as the opening 3 games. Just like I say, very conscious of showing the same games over and over again. We're probably just going to play through now, and we'll come back and we'll play the Juventud game, the Ceará game, the Flamengo game, and the Internacional game. Bunch of 4 there at the end of August into the start of September. That'll be when we come back. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.